Like Magic the Gathering, I'll be introducing a new deck. It's called Temur Behemoth Hydra. It's not a net deck, so you can go ahead and check this out, the video, right after I'm done talking. The timelines in the comment section or in the video itself. The deck list will be available about halfway through the video. Also, if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. I'm scheduled to go to 3 pre-releases of Theros Beyond Death. But seriously, subscribe because I'm going to be uploading videos from the pre-releases. I'm going to be updating you on what's going on at the pre-release, maybe things that you can be doing for the pre-release that you might be going to, and also just going over cards. Also, if you want to check out the bannings video, yeah, Mox Opal getting banned, Oko getting banned, Lattice getting banned, ban. Well, the reason why I bring this up, because I'm going to be uploading a lot of videos. I already see a broken combo in Theros, and there's probably going to be future bannings. In fact, Wizards has already hinted that there's going to be future bannings, and it has to deal with you guys that play Pioneer and or Modern. I've even seen a worse broken combo by looking at the Theros spoilers because I'm getting ready for the pre-release. If you want to check out all these videos, subscribe. I have a lot. I'll also probably be uploading a video, 5 minutes, just kind of showing, it's kind of just telling you, kind of recanting what I'm going to be going over. All right, that's it. Here's the video.
Hi guys, I'm just giving you a glimpse of what our Hydra deck can do. I call it the TBH deck, Temur Behemoth Hydra. So here's the Behemoth. Whenever a creature with power 4 greater enters the battlefield, you draw a card, untap target permanent. Well, this right here gets +1/+1 counters for each loyalty counter on each planeswalker controlled. So this will get +7/+7. It'll be a trample. 11/11 trample plus we draw a card. Then you can also untap certain lands if you want to, untap target permanent to mana fix. So that's all I wanted to show you guys. So this is the TBH deck that I'll be playing. And so, to kind of give you a rough idea, I'll play a couple minutes match. So we're going against one of the #1 decks, the post-Oko ban. One of the better decks, actually, Mayhem of Evil. He destroyed our 2 innkeepers. So that's that. Alright, then he brought out Dread Horde. So look, all of ours are 4 or greater in this deck. So it's called Temur. I call it, to be honest, Temur Behemoth Hydra. Here's our Hydra. So what we're going to do is when I draw a Collecting Beast, we'll draw a card based off the Behemoth. Draw a card. We can untap a permanent. So we'll be untapping this guy right here, so we can shoot things.
I love to make a splash.
Now, Questing Beast cannot be blocked by Cauldron Familiar, so attacks our opponents. Can't block, so this will die. We're going to hit him for 4. Questing Beast says, yeah, so he's just going to draw a card.
Waste not, want not.
Off the Witch's Oven. He'll sacrifice this one more time and kill it. It's kind of a really unfair combo. I mean, post-ban Oko. Because he'll be what he's doing right now is also a great combo. So this says whenever enters battlefield, opponent loses 1 life, you gain 1 life. But the bottom of it says sacrifice a food, return Cauldron Familiar from the graveyard to the battlefield. So he's using Witch's Oven to sacrifice a creature, create a food. Then he's sacrificing the food to bring this back into play. Then he's sacrificing that to Dread Horde to draw a card. Because look at the top. Whenever a creature you control dies, draw a card. So that's what he's doing. And then we can shoot anything that we want on his turn. So this is kind of what I call the Temur Behemoth Hydra deck. We've got Bone Crusher Giant, it's a 4/3, damage can't be prevented. So we're playing against one of the topper decks, the red, black, Radkos. There you go. But we're just going to keep on drawing cards. So we get a lot of utility out of the 3-drops. 3-drop a 5/5, 3-drop a 4/3. The Behemoth can get really big, as we've seen. And he drops in a Lotus Field. So I think we're in control here. And we're going to use this to shoot creatures. He dealt 2 damage. We're actually 4 colors, but we're primarily in Temur, and I'll show you why we have a fourth color if we draw it. So we get Bioessence Hydra. He'll become a 10/10 trample. We'll draw a card. Ooh, Nissa, who shakes the world. All right, you can kind of read that right there. Questing Beast cannot be blocked by creatures power 2 or less. Down to 15. So you see our entire deck is just really explosive. We have a lot of mana rampers, by the way. We have 3 Paradise Druids. We also have 3. There's a creature that's 1 blue, 1 green, or excuse me, 1 colorless, 1 green, 1 white. And basically what it says is for each permanent you control, produce the color of that. So if you have, say we have green and blue, we can add green blue by tapping that creature. So the Cauldron Familiar, what he's doing, again, he's sacrificing the Cauldron Familiar to get a food. Then he's sacrificing the food to get this back on the battlefield. See this? Whenever sacrifice a food, return Cauldron Familiar from the graveyard to the battlefield. So you see what he's doing? So he's going to be able to hit us for 3 life. Essentially a lightning bolt each turn and gain 3 life. And here's the card I was talking about. The Fabor Elder. It gets +1/+1 for each color permanent you control. So each color among permanents. So if we have blue-green, so it'd be a 2/2. For each color among permanents you control, add that much mana to your mana pool. So we can add. So we can tap this to add 2 mana so far. So we're just going to kind of go ahead and just 3, 1, 2, 3. He's gonna keep on gaining a life here, so we're just gonna bring out Nissa. I'm not gonna lie, we're just gonna do that, and he'll get +5/+5 now. You see, he'll become a 15/15 trample. He gets as many loyalty counters. Then he'll get 1 more. So now it becomes a 16/16 trample.
Rise, my elemental friend.
We're just all going on attacks. I mean, we're playing one of the #1 decks, besides control decks. So we really have a lot of mana fixing in here. We're Temur with white. Also, this allows him to get a permanent blocker, Cauldron Familiar. So again, what he's doing with Cauldron Familiar is he's using Witch's Oven. Sacrifice a creature, create a food. This says sacrifice a food, return Cauldron Familiar from the battlefield, from the graveyard to the battlefield. So you see what he's doing? He's sacrificing this, sacrificing a food, bringing this back, and every time this enters the battlefield, we lose 1 life and gains 1 life. It's kind of broken, but I don't think it should be banned. It shouldn't be banned. I mean, it's a very cheap win condition, but he's down to 1 life. Right. Then we're gonna untap. Let's say.
Let's get moving.
And drop this down. So we'll draw another card. This is 3. And essentially, he can win the game. No, he can't, actually. So that's what our deck kind of does, just to give you like a nice assessment of what we do. Alright guys, that's it. Feel free to share, subscribe, and like. If you're new to the channel, feel free to drop down, hit the subscribe button. And feel free to comment. Tell me what you want to see. We'll be doing drafts. I'll be playing the Pro Tour qualifier, basically. Also, we'll be doing draft packs. And I'll show you my Friday Night Magic, the decks that I played that went 2-0 at Friday Night Magic. So, that I go undefeated in. 3-0, I mean. Alright, that is it. Have a good day. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Alright guys, so this is the Temur Behemoth Hydra deck. Not to be honest, it's Temur Behemoth Hydra. So here's an updated deck list. We have 2 Arbor Grazers. Basically, when it enters the battlefield, you can put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield, even if you played a land. But realistically, you can kind of look at this. We also have Edgewall Innkeeper. Whenever you cast a creature spell that has an adventure, you draw a card. And we only have 8 creatures that can actually do that. But the thing about it is, also having a 1/1 creature, you look at Lovestruck Beast, it can only attack. Look at its 5/5 portion, unless you control a 1/1. So it really helps that as well. We have 3 Paradise Druids because it has hexproof. You can ramp up mana. Domri's Ambush, you put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, and that creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. So what does that say? So basically what that means is that you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, and you have it deal damage to a planeswalker or a creature. So it doesn't fight, it deals damage. So your creature doesn't take damage, it deals the damage. And that's very important when we have things like Questing Beast that has Death Touch. So like literally, if you use Domri's Ambush on Questing Beast, you can kill a 20/20 creature because Questing Beast has Death Touch. And of course we have Bone Crusher Giant, Lovestruck Beast. Now here's really the thing, Behemoth Beckoner. So whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters the battlefield, you draw a card. We can also untap a permanent for its -1 ability. So we can tap this for a mana, then like untap it, then tap it again, or tap one of your lands. So this can be used as mana ramping. We also have Spark Double because that's the only reason why we only have 3 Kioras, is basically because Behemoth Beckoners, because it can become this or a Nissa or anything it wants to be, a Spark Double. But the real thing in here is that this is a 3-drop planeswalker for 7 loyalty, and that's very important with Bioessence Hyrda because Bioessence Hyrda has got trample, huge, and when it enters the battlefield, it enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each loyalty counter on a planeswalker you control or planeswalkers. So if you have multiple, it just gets all those abilities. And whenever one of those more counters are put on a planeswalker you control, you add more. So if you ramp this up, say it's +1 ability, Bioessence Hydra will get +1/+1. So we've had matches where we've had 2 28/28 tramples on the board. Then we have Shifting Ceratops, which is a must, I believe. We main deck 3 of these. With a format, a lot of blue. Well, this can't be countered, and it has protection from blue. Shifting Ceratops can also gain Reach, Trample, or Haste. So with the new format heading into Theros, this is also a card that should be in the deck. So overall, this is the deck in a nutshell, really quick, just a really quick going over that. So you can kind of see you're drawing cards through Behemoth Beckoner, really getting loyalty counters for Bioessence Hydra as a 3-drop with 7 loyalty, so this gets +7/+7, and then also drawing cards through Edgewall Innkeeper, so drawing cards to that and that. All right, guys, hope you really enjoyed the video. Share, subscribe, but really should subscribe, like, and comment below. Thank you. All right, guys, here's another epic matchup with our deck. He is literally we ran through 2 Edgewall Innkeepers, Lovestruck Beast, Arbor Grazer, Nissa Shakes the World. Things got crazy with Bioessence Hydra when that hit. Behemoth, when these 2 were on the board. We just got our red land last turn. We got another one. We got fortunate with another Nissa, so we're playing versus a Gruul. I just thought this would be a good deck. We kept on drawing cards through the Behemoth. All right. So we're going to go ahead and, so if you're new to the channel, feel free to subscribe. If you don't know what deck I'm talking about, feel free to watch my past video. It'll be the TBH deck. So what we're going to do is just tap that out. +3 it. Everything, we only have, under casting cost, we have 1 blue and 1 red, and all of our red spells are blue spells. So then what we're going to do is just this is a Spark Double. Copied our guy. Yep, we're just gonna attack. So this is a crazy. We look like we were gonna lose, like epically. This Domri's Ambush, put +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. That creature deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker. So we were able to smash this creature and change the game. I smashed this creature, then I top deck Nissa. So it was luck. I mean, this Gruul deck really, I think really gave this deck the most run for its money. You can see we handle Simic Flash pretty good. Not handle it, but kept on gaining life off of Gilded Goose, but we ran through a lot of his creatures, and look how many we killed. All that gruel. So anyway, guys, feel free to subscribe. I know this video is probably going to come at you. This is going to be for my subscribers on the channel. So if you're new, go ahead and watch those videos, and feel free to subscribe yourself. Leave a comment in the comment section. What you like? Spin this around. Okay. Let's see our vault progress. All right. Let's spin this deck. So this is called a TBH deck. Like, to be honest, what? No, Temur Behemoth Hydra. Because the colors are Temur, but the Bioessence Hydra and that Behemoth. They've got 7 loyalty for 3 mana. Nice to see those types of decks in the format because, gosh, it's Fires of Intervention, then a different version of Fires of Intervention, then it's Esper Doom, Blue-White Control, then Simic Flash. This kid's too big. Keeps. Spark Double. You can cast him for blue or green. Alright, and then Young. Basically, that's the format right now. Edgewall Innkeeper. Yeah, so I think Theros is really going to feature. Like, control decks are going to be even more dominant. I think that Oko in a format with the new Theros actually wouldn't have been as horrible. Because we're going to have more planeswalkers. And yeah. We'll take one from the cauldron. You know? No, nothing there, yeah. Attack for 1 back. But yeah, so the control decks are gonna get better. If you see a new planeswalker, 5 mana creates a 2. Like it just says play an Esper decks, play an Esper Doom. That's what it says. Shoot that, he'll draw a card, but we don't want him using that combo, right? Which is oven, keep on drawing cards.
If I take my octopus for a walk?
This also accelerates our mana. If you think about it, we can, like, say, if we draw a Nissa, we could play it next turn. We could tap our lands, then untap it. Nobody respects it. They're like, it's just a Beckoner, just an uncommon. It's a peasant planeswalker. Actually, it's a Kiora planeswalker. What do you draw? Another light up the stage. And Priest of the Forgotten God. So yeah, he's playing that nice Jun. Nice little Jun deck. We got it. Play the land. Ooh, Bioessence Hydra. Alright, well, you're gonna see what the deck can do. We're gonna take damage because we like it. Girl. Tap, 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 tap. Slap your hand. And he gets +1/+1 for each loyalty counter on a planeswalker. Jump to 10/10, you draw a card. And we offer up no decks. So we draw cards off that, we draw cards off this. And now he respects it. We got a 10/10 here. So if he doesn't have a Murderous Rider or a way to get rid of this, it'll be huge. Be trampled. Then we'll drop another one down, become a 17/17. Yes, sir. Even when Oko was in the format and I experimented with this type of deck, we were able to do really well. We trample over their Oko, like their Gilded Goose or their Arbor Girl Grazers, and just hit their Oko smack in the face. So what they do with this combo is they sacrifice the Cauldron Familiars. All he's missing is the Witch's Oven. I mean, that's... and... yeah. Alright. Huh. Huh. Let's kill that. And that's also how you could nerf Oko, right? You could just target a planeswalker. So I mean, it's all relative to how you view.
The ocean surges, life thrives.
Yes, we will. It'll be an 18/18 planeswalker now.
I defy God, defying
It'll be an
you
18/18
will be
trampler,
easy.
and then we just attack. And then we untap it. He's like, how much do I have to do to stay alive? It's cool. That way. That one life. Just untap 18.
Nature
Wow.
flows with vigor.
People don't give this respect. Respect the Hydra. This is why I call it Temur Behemoth Hydra. To be honest. Trail of Chromes. You can't even kill this creature with a Murderous Rider anymore. Well, you can. You can gain 3 life. Good game. Alright, so that's kind of how the deck works. Right now we're in the building stage. We're in beta. So, I have a previous video. We played 5 matches. We beat Simic Flash twice. The new Simic Flash. The one that I have on my video that I went undefeated in. So, here's the thing. So, here's how I kind of view everything. So, and I'll be releasing a video. So, here's what I do. So, if you have 2 cards in your hand, and I know the deck has 24 to 25 land in it, you have a 120% chance by turn 3 to draw land. So if I see an opponent that they're struggling with land, but I know that their deck is going to say have 24, 25 land because people just net deck everything. So I know those numbers, so I can just say, okay, well, by turn 3, it's a 120% chance that they're going to get a land. If they have a land already in their hand. So I kind of do that math. And then also with that analysis and that cross analysis, also what I look at is just experience, the number of matches that I've played in real life and on MTG Online and MTG Arena. Guys, my background is in healthcare, right? Health sciences, all that type of stuff. So you have to understand that. So I played the game in 1994 when I was a wee little kid. And I played till 2004. And then I came back in 2011. So I've seen every single decade of Magic Gathering. So that's what I'm trying to say. Between using analysis and knowing the numbers, I'm able to sit back and go, okay, I've seen that deck happen. I've seen that deck. I've seen that deck. So they're probably going to play that. They're probably going to play that. They might play that. They might play that. That's how I'm able to do that. It just that's just the way it works. You see so many hands. You see so much gameplay. And then, you just do analysis on stuff and just know the numbers and know the percentages of certain things they may have. So then you just start crunching those numbers and you start knowing. So it's combining analytics with experience. So online players play differently than physical play. It's just a different feel because, for great example, when you look at my Oko video, and I recommend you look at my Oko video, is a top 10 cards that can get rid of Oko, and 6 of those cards can get rid of Oko faster than you can cast Oko. Like Sorcerer Spyglass is one of the cards. Let me look at this as I'm talking. I might as well show you some of the cards as I'm talking, right? So I'll go to decks. Yes, I've created. It's taking forever to load because if you see how many decks I have, they're through the roof, right? And if you're thinking in your head right now, it's like, is this guy like on a lot of sugar? He's talking really, really fast. Guys, so my background's in health sciences. I've taken pharmacology, pathophysiology, abnormal psychology. So actually diagnosing mental health conditions and the classifications to diagnose somebody. You know what I mean? So, so my brain has to move very quickly. For great example, when I was on my surgical rotation, so let's go to the deck card that I was talking about really quick. We'll just go in the Simic deck that I was showing. Right, the Simic Flash deck that I edited out. I think if you're going to play the Simic deck, by the way, I recommend that you put in Questing Beast on the sideboard. Most people don't have that. And Shifting Ceratops, like these two have to be on your sideboard. But the card we're looking for is Sorcerer Spyglass. Yeah, because Source of Spyglass, like look at this card. So imagine when Oko was in play, right? Oko was, everything Oko did was activation. So -1, anything that goes -1, +1, +2, -5, those are all activated abilities. So Source of Spyglass is 2 mana, faster than they can cast Oko. It's printed in Eldraine, the same set Oko was printed in. So Wizards was basically like saying, here is a card we're going to reprint that deals with a card that we're printing that's powerful. And everybody went, oh, well, we don't play with sideboards. Ban Oko. And I'll get to that in a minute. So let's look at this card really quick. So as Source of Spyglass enters the battlefield, look at an opponent's hand, then choose any card name. So you can look at their hand and choose any card name. You could choose Black Lotus if you wanted to, even though it's not even in standard, but you can name it. Legally, you can name Black Lotus. You can name Ancestral Recall. You could name any card. You can name it. You can name any card name. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Big Teferi, Little Teferi, doesn't matter. Mini-Me Teferi, doesn't matter. Just name the Teferi. Activated abilities of that source with the chosen name can't be activated unless they're mana abilities. So unless the planeswalker can, like, no, even if they +1 to add mana, that's still an activation. You shut down planeswalkers. All their activated abilities. 2 mana. It's an artifact. It got around Veils of the Summer. People that were complaining about Veils of the Summer protecting Oko and other planeswalkers. Yeah, it shuts it down. Just thought I'd just bring that up. So yeah, that's the sideboard that I have. So what's happening is that people don't play with sideboards anymore. Right? They just don't play with sideboards anymore. That gets rid of Fires of Intervention or creatures with flying, because quite frankly, I don't know about you, but if you have a deck that has a lot of so if you're like looking for the perfect spell that deals with Fires of Intervention or flyers, because maybe your deck is more on the ground game, and I think Gruul should actually have this in their sideboard, because Gruul, if they can't outchase Fires of Interventions through Riot and giving haste, they're kind of screwed later on. This Crushing Canopy would take care of flyers and also take care of things like, I don't know, Fires of Interventions. Crushing Canopy is a really good card. In fact, a subscriber a couple weeks ago actually asked me the question in the comment section, what cards can get rid of Fires of Interventions? And I gave them like Mortify as one of the cards. Like here's Mortify right here. Let's go to it. Oh, because I'm in this. All right, so destroy target creature or enchantment. Like that's really good. You know, if you're playing, that's I don't see too many people playing with that card, and that was in our black-white deck where I went 10-2 ranked. The video is up. That's the deck that I went 10-2 in. Right, so that's fine. So those are kind of things that you have to think about. Now in the format, I also would invest in Shifting Ceratopses, because Shifting Ceratops, protection from blue. Notice some of the planeswalkers that are coming out in Theros, right? Black blue. That's like the planeswalker that they released. So you're like, what the heck are you talking about, sir? Do it, right, Becky? Totally do it. Yeah, bro. All right, so here we go. Totally look at this. All right, so bam. So Ishiok, Nightmare Muse. Like we needed another strong planeswalker that had blue in it, in black. Hello, it's going to be played. Create a 2/3 blue and black nightmare creature token. So that's not that powerful. But it does have a 2/3 body. It's better than a 2/2. Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. You're like, that should be played in mill. Not really. This would be a very slow mill card. I mean, I'm just saying. Like guys like me are going to be playing with Questing Beast, Shifting Ceratops, like, and the creature's blue and black. So Shifting Ceratops, hold this thought. I'm not going to show you the card again. You can go back in the video. Shifting Ceratops has protection from blue. So Shifting Ceratops would go right through this. And what is Shifting Ceratops? It's a 5/4 creature. Yeah, so Questing Beast right now, if you're trying to put money into a standard pot, buy Questing Beast like right now. Buy it. It's going to go up in value. Soon as I seen the Theros 20 cards that were released, I was like, you know what? Questing Beast just got more valuable for the next year. Buy Questing Beast now while it's really low, and then sell Questing Beast before it rotates out, like a couple months before it rotates out. So get Questing Beast, play it, abuse the crap out of it, and then sell it off for to gain value, make your money, and spend it on the next year's rotation cards. Okay, so then, but the other part of this card says return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. So that's kind of like Teferi. It's kind of like Teferi Time Raveler, just better. And then it says, then that player exiles a card from their hand. A lot better. But notice, you cannot return Shifting Ceratops back to their hand, because it's got protection from what? Protection from blue. Congratulations. If I was like giving a test, I would like to like a class, I'd be like, okay, what card should you have in your sideboard if you were playing green without a shadow of a doubt? Answer, and they would all say Shifting Ceratops. Everybody would get it right. Then it says you may cast up to 3 cards You may cast up to 3 face-up cards your opponent owns from exile without paying their mana cost. That's the crazy part. Now, I think if you look at Oko and we re-examine Oko, had Oko made it to Theros, and this is only me seeing 20 cards of Theros, you're going to need something to beat Control, because Control just got so much better. If you think Fires of Intervention, Esper Doom, Grixis Control, like this will easily go into a Grixis Control deck with the Nicol Bolas, Liliana Dreadhorde, Fires of Intervention Grixis Control. Whatever variant of Grixis Control, this card will be seeing play. Because they can just destroy all creatures. Kaya's Wrath, Time Wipe, Homerock Giant. Yeah, just 3 play sets of cards that say destroy all creatures. You don't think a planeswalker in here. So now not only can they destroy all your creatures, but now they get to play with them. Yeah. So boom. As soon as I saw that card, I was like, Questing Beast goes up in value, like, and Shifting Ceratops. Since I've been on Mtg Arena, this deck will get better. I will make this deck better. I will adapt to the new cards. And if you like those updates, feel free to subscribe and share the video and like it. Here's the thing. I'm not selling you any merch. I'm not telling you to join a Patreon. I'm not doing any of that. So if you want to help out the channel, what you have to realize, guys, is that I had a couple sports videos go viral. I had a couple things that went a little viral there. So YouTube recognizes me as a sports channel. That's what I am. So to get the Magic the Gathering part going, if you want to subscribe, simply if you just want to help, subscribe, share the video, and like it. And then in the comment section, just tell me. Like it, and just comment. Subscribe, like, and then comment. All you have to do is say MTG, subscribe. That's it. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button, especially if you're new. And leave me a comment in the comment section.